Welcome to the Wormhole, where keeping it real is expected. There are a couple million podcasts you could be tuned into, but you chose to take this journey with us, and for that, we thank you. Without further ado, the Wormhole with Tim and Troy.
Timothy,
what's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
Nah, shit, brother. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well.
Yeah, heard you been doing good things up there at the job.
Yeah, this month not so much, but yeah, up until this month, yeah. It started out a little slow this month, but yeah, it come around.
Oh yeah, same way.
Hey, y'all be doing y'all's thing over there in Ruston too.
Oh yeah. We trying, man. We trying, man. We trying. Shit, you about ready for this football season? And I'm sick of being disappointed.
I'm ready, man, but I'm going in with optimism, but also, I ain't crazy.
Dude, I was thinking this, man. I hate to say it, but I think we ain't gonna win. We ain't gonna get no further than we going to Jerry Jones go away.
I've been saying that for years, bro. Yeah, we're not gonna win till he gone.
Till he gone, cause man, when I tell you in free agency they did nothing.
Yeah. Nobody wants to come play for us.
People do want to, man. Shit, who don't want to be a star?
They also want to win, though.
Yeah, but shit, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, there is no reason why we didn't get that running back, Henry.
Yeah.
Nigga, and everybody said, the commentators, analysis, all of them, they was like, dude, they get him, they going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yep.
I was like, dude, this is a no-brainer, dude. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah. Man, I'm a lifelong fan, always will be, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm watching less and less games each season.
Man, you know what? You ain't by yourself. Sometimes when I used to try to rush to get home to watch the game, I'd be like, I get there.
Yeah.
I remember, man, I would be traveling. I used to listen to it on the radio if I'm driving and shit.
Yeah.
Like, man, trying to hurry up, get somewhere and watch it. Nigga, I mean, I'll be going places, nigga. I would stop at a restaurant and watch that shit, then go about my way when it's over.
Yeah.
But now, shit, that motherfucker, it could be fucking Monday Night Football. I'll fuck around and watch a movie on their ass. Yeah, I'd be like, ooh, they got a nice documentary on the History Channel. I'm finna watch that.
Yeah, it's just with everything going on in life. It started a couple of years ago. Actually, my decline in watching. It started a couple of years ago. I was going through some really, really stressful times. And I remember trying to watch a game. I forget exactly who we were playing, but I remember trying to watch a game. And we were making so many dumb fucking mistakes that it was stressing me out even more.
Yeah.
And I had an aha moment. I was like, you know what? I love my Cowboys. But from now on, I'm a casual fan, meaning I'm always going to root for them. But if we tank a season, okay. If we do well a season, great.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. That shit has started like you said. It got to me emotionally. Like if that shit would have me in a bad mood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So shit, I was like, fuck it. Yeah, look at this nigga. Look like he been walking with Dr. King.
Yeah.
Shit, we going to Selma? Hey, shit.
We gonna cross the Evan Pettis Bridge?
Yeah. Shit, I have a dream. Yeah. That nigga said he walked with Dr. King here. Yeah, looking like a deacon and shit.
That's an often played around.
Yeah, Deacon Newsom.
Is that Crystal?
Mm-hmm.
We can't hear you, Troy.
We can't hear you, Troy.
Yo. How you doing?
Yes, yeah.
I can't hear y'all, but I'm pretty sure y'all saying hey.
Yeah. Hey, mother.
Hey, y'all.
Good to see you.
All right. Good to see you.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I said I like the 999,999 nigga in the Million Man March. That one right before the bus took off.
Mm-hmm.
Get on the bus.
Hold on, nigga. Shit, hold it for me.
Yeah.
Man, what's going on with it?
Not much. Been a while.
You like you got your legs wide open by yourself over there with your nuts out and shit. You like just in a single fucking.
You got like 2 out of 3 right.
Yeah. Shit.
It's a lovely feeling, man. It's a weird, interesting, but lovely feeling.
No, I'm not mad at you for this shit. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, brother, me too, man.
I ain't been on my own since what, 2012? Shit.
We used to you, Tim. Shit, you not gonna relinquish. You're not gonna relinquish that shit.
Hey man, let me tell you something, man. I'm so used to living by myself, my nigga. When I'm in a house with people, nigga, I be uncomfortable.
Right.
Shit, like man, they ain't nothing like just ain't nothing, nigga. Nothing bothers me. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. It's just me.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody talking, asking me questions. I ain't got to worry about nobody's attitude. But shit,
Yeah.
I'm in the motherfucking house.
It's still taking me a while to get used to it. Like I'll turn on my show. Like I was sitting here watching that new Fallout show on Amazon, and it got kind of loud for a second in my sound bar, and I'm looking around like, "Oh shit, let me turn that down." Let me turn.
Like somebody sleep. Somebody taking a nap some damn where.
Exactly. I'm so used to that. Oh
Yeah,
Lord,
yeah.
it takes some getting used to.
It is, man. I mean, you know, you kind of far removed from it, man.
Mm-hmm.
So shit, it's just. But trust me, you'll get acclimated quickly.
Oh yeah.
Very quickly.
You will. I'm talking about it's gonna get to a point to where you just don't understand how it ain't always been that way.
I feel yeah, I believe you. I believe, like I said, I am enjoying it.
Yeah.
I just had the house to myself for a couple of days.
Oh
Walk around
man,
in little underoos.
man, you was in there like an outside cat, nigga.
Like an outside cat.
Yeah,
A bunch of unobstructed jacking off.
that's it. That's all it did. Just bunch jacking off. Hell, like you said, that goddamn girl wasn't even on 20 good. He just goddamn got his pants around his ankles and shit. And that beating up on himself. Shit. Hey, she fuck around and turn around and come back, nigga. You had a double look on your goddamn
The
face.
stupidest look.
She gonna say, John.
That stupid ass question. That one stupid question. What you doing back?
Yeah. Nigga, you talk about it during the headlight look, nigga. Shit.
Miles remaining, and her car didn't even change.
You got that right.
When she left the house and said 400 miles, when she got back to you and said 400 miles, she ain't going nowhere.
She ain't going nowhere. You had done walked in on this nigga with his phone in his face.
No, not there. Now when you unobstructed here, you gonna get the iPad. You get big here. You
get the big screen.
Yeah, I want to get the big screen.
Shit, that nigga said I want to be able to see the hairs on that ass.
Yeah, I want to see everything.
I feel like Christmas, don't it?
Hey, Jay, I want to see the boom mic in the top hill. I want to see everything.
Hey, yeah. That nigga done pulled out the big screen on.
Was it you want to see the little hair coming out the pimple on her ass?
Yeah, I want to see all that. I want to see the hairy ass boom mic at the top when the dude's trying to hide it.
That nigga done win it. Man, you know what, boy? I think I'm gonna forever be a phone guy. I just can't see myself holding no tablet. I can't do it. I'm gonna forever be a phone guy.
Well, I'm a phone guy when it's like some quick shit, but like when it's if I'm here and I can sprawl out, I'm gonna prop that motherfucker up.
Sprawl out.
Yeah, I'm gonna prop it up, buddy.
I don't need you painting no mental pictures, bro.
Oh my god!
Say he sprawl out.
He said he was sprawl out. God damn it! He said shit. He on the both sides of the goddamn bed.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I found some new shit for all my real niggas out there. I found some new shit. Nigga, the best shit to jack off with, nigga, is Abilene, nigga. That's the best, most.
That's a chick?
No, Abilene is a goddamn like a. I don't call it Vaseline, but Abilene is for makeup removal.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, that shit's so goddamn so clean. It's so clean feeling.
Nigga, you gonna fuck around and get mercury poisoning doing that shit? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. I can go dry when I need to, man. But Abilene is a very natural product. It's a very nothing in it.
I ain't never heard of it.
Yeah. Next that nigga gonna say fish oil. Shit.
I mean, I ain't never tried fish oil, but I mean, it might not be a bad idea.
You got oil in the word.
Hey man, you do that shit, nigga. Chris gonna swear you cheating on her, smelling like pussy everywhere you go.
Smelling like cat.
Yeah, raunchy ass cat too.
So like high tide at the pier.
Yeah. Like shit, they say shit. Hold on, what the fuck that is? Tell me I'm finna run to the store. You ain't been in no goddamn store, nigga.
Then you gotta determine whether you're gonna talk or you gonna say you was cheating or tell you was jacking off. Which one you gonna do?
Shit, cause she gonna say you took your ass to the south side right quick. That's what you did.
Oh.
You can smell them coming.
I'm telling you.
Damn. But what's been going on, man? Like, what we got going today? What's on somebody's mind?
I was gonna ask, did y'all have a subject, or y'all still doing like the loose structure kind of thing? Or
Shit, loose as a goose.
Okay.
Loose as a goose. Don't get me started.
So you get on here and shoot the shit, and you find it along the way, huh?
You find it along the way.
That's what's up.
Shit, man. I don't know, man. Here we went in there pretty good last night, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Y'all did one last night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, podcasts are a lot of work, man. I didn't realize how much work really went into it. Man, that's a lot of work. You got to be ready. Like if you really want to do it, you got to be ready.
But I don't know, man. I ain't really got nothing on my mind because I ain't did shit all day.
You off today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ain't did shit all day, man. And went and got me some goddamn barbecue here. That was about it. And
Where you get it from?
Shit, Hot Rods.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Hot
man,
Rods.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's just me. But, boy, sometimes these restaurants are rushing. You walk in there, boy, you just get a feeling like they be like, here this nigga go. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? When I went in, you go in there, it's always all white and shit. And I be like, they be looking at this shit. And I be like, man. I be like, man, shit. I be like, man, hurry up, cut the goddamn meat so I can go. Shit. Goddamn. Motherfuckers looking at me and shit. Like I'm finna stick the joint up.
They look at you like, excuse me, so you from Grambling?
Yeah. I'm like, shit. And I know, man, they probably don't mean no harm, but it's just a feeling,
Yeah, my money green, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, man, let me get the hell out of here. I said, shit, this must be no nigga Tuesday or something. I didn't know.
But I mean, we talked about that shit last night. We can't get mad at them because we look at each other the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because I mean, even amongst us, it's just so hard not to be judgmental. Because I know when I see other black folks, I be like, oh shit, here we go. And then some of them might be like, okay, this gonna be all right right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes they ain't even gotta open their damn mouth. You just look at them and be like, man, there's finna be some shit in here.
Mm-hmm. Or you look at them like, man, just act natural, homie. Just be cool,
man.
Cool. We
get through the night.
Just be cool.
Just get through the night.
Yeah, like shit. I didn't do it. Shit, it wasn't me. Yeah,
I totally understand that. I get that way at the store sometimes. I see some folks walking in, and I'm like, oh my god, just be cool, man.
Yeah, for real. Cool. For real. Just be cool, man. That's all I'm saying. Just be cool. I ain't fucking with you. Don't fuck with me.
Right.
I'm not worried about getting fucked with by black people. I'd be like, just don't fucking embarrass me today.
That's what I'm saying. When I say be cool, that's what I mean. I'm like, man, don't come in with that bullshit, bro. Just be cool.
I'm already knowing, cause shit, I be like, dude, it's finna be an embarrassment, cause some finna go on to where I'm be like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Something finna go on. They finna say something, or some crazy shit, or they ain't got their shit together when they around. I'm like, man, oh my god. Oh my god, like, dude, have you not learned anything? How did you get this far?
Goodness gracious.
I love my people too, but it's like I said, it's just and it ain't all of them. It's just you know the ones you see them coming a mile away, and you're hoping that they surprise you. You know, they surprise you by just not doing what you think they're gonna do or what they're capable of doing. That's all. I really go for the other side too. I guess it's more of a class thing than an ethnicity thing. It'd be some of them other folks coming in there too, looking a certain way, and I'm like, bro, just be cool.
Yeah, and it's so crazy. You be cool. Cause you be like, man, here this motherfucker is fucking peeled and methed out. You just look at him and tell.
Yep. Yep.
So shit, I was like, god damn. Any one of y'all catch that Drink Champs with Stephen A?
I saw it.
How was it?
It was pretty decent, man. He was just really talking about what's my boy name? The host?
Nori?
Yeah, Nori was basically just asking him, like, how does he keep up with all the games and all that shit, and how he keep up with, like, the homies, the superstars. They'd be like, tell him some shit and he can't tell it. You know, they tell him if he can tell it or not. Just talking about the codes, the honor, and all that shit. It was a pretty decent Drink Champs.
Okay. I'm going to check that one out.
That's my shit, man. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something, man. You give a motherfucker some dope and some alcohol, they finna tell all the business, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
They finna tell everything.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that's smart. They go on there, they're like, nah, I'm not gonna drink. I'm like, y'all got that.
They don't drink shit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But shit, I know, but hell, the way them motherfuckers be chain smoking them blunts, you gonna get a contact in that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Stephen A was loose. He wasn't loose. He wasn't drinking like Tom about it, but you can tell he kind of loosened up a little bit. He was the loose at the house, Stephen A. Smith.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out.
Like he a cool motherfucker too.
Yeah, you know,
Came out this cool.
yeah, he seemed like he'd be a cool dude, but it's just a shit that nigga be doing that, you know, when motherfuckers be calling him out on that shit because they ain't been lying on him.
Yeah. He's not somebody I can hang out with on a daily basis. He's way too intense for me. But from a distance, yeah, he's cool. I don't always agree with everything he says or does. He hates the Cowboys, so I hate him. But
yeah,
there you go.
But other than that, you know, yeah, Stephen A a cool dude though.
He's just a classic overtalker. I don't like rude people. I never like rude people. And he's a classic overtalker, whether it's a woman, it don't matter. He just overtalks everybody.
Yeah, he definitely thinks he definitely feels like he's the smartest person in the room wherever he is.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
$5 words and stuff.
that nigga said $5 words. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's cool, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still watch First Take, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, I ain't like that with the nigga where I was just like, I don't fuck with that nigga at all. Ain't nothing like that. I don't know him not to like it.
Yeah. He did. He worked hard to get where he got though. He done been through the changes, you know. But yeah, I can watch him in short bursts. I got, you know, he's just a little intense with all that yelling and hollering and stuff. But every now and then he'll break that like a serious subject down and get real introspective. And I really like those moments with him. There's been a few moments where things have happened in the world or whatever, and he'll comment on it, and he's always real respectful to the subject matter, and he takes it seriously. So I give him props for that. But when he's excited, it kind of gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah, he can be a little over the top.
But you know what? It's paying him big bucks, so.
Oh yeah, I mean, now don't get me wrong. Now, I mean, shit.
Somebody like it, even if I don't.
Right. Don't get me wrong. I ain't telling the nigga to stop nothing. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah,
he gets a lot of his money. Yeah, he gets a lot of his money and his views from people who don't like him. They watch him out of hate and out of spite. He don't care.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't understand though. Motherfuckers don't realize that shit. Like when it comes to like them views and all that shit, if you really don't like a motherfucker and you want to see a demise, why do you watch that shit? All you doing is helping them.
Yep.
I don't understand that.
What you mean?
Like, dude, okay, so if me and you got an internet, we beefing on the internet, and I'm watching your shit, and you watching my shit, we helping each other out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it don't make sense. Like you call the motherfucker fake and shit, but you constantly watching their shit to know what they talking about.
Yep.
So you just contradicting your damn self. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, maybe I'm crazy. Shit.
No, you're right. They still put money in his pockets, you know.
Yeah, I don't get that shit, but I don't know, man. These niggas is crazy nowadays. Then you got these goddamn these niggas beefing and shit. You can't even listen to the radio no more. Hell,
it makes money. Controversy sells, man.
It does. Americans act like we so civilized. Everybody want to seem so civilized, but we really love gruesome shit. You know, me and Fleet was talking today, and it was like motherfuckers really pay money to watch people fight in the UFC and box. I mean, we love gruesome shit until it gets too close to our front door. People complain about the NFL taking away certain kind of hits. Now you're taking away the hip tackle and all that shit. People pissed off, but it's to help somebody not get their fucking hip dislocated when somebody get a 300-pound motherfucker pull you down from the back. But we want to see all that shit until they get too close to the house. When they get too close to home, then we look at everything like it's too fucking serious.
Yeah. That's true.
You're right about that. Because I mean, they doing it because they trying to protect the motherfuckers which is probably 99.9% of them. They feeding a bunch of motherfuckers, and then you stopping their money doing this shit.
Yeah, it's always like that in NFL. That tackle happened to somebody, and that rule is being changed for this certain tackle to happen. One of them hip pull down tackles. What would you think about him? Like the people that's complaining, don't take that shit out of football. How about you ask him how he feel about that tackle?
Right.
Yeah, it's just one person, but people always say the same shit. Oh man, you gotta die some kind of way. Airplanes, they crash all the time. Well, when one airplane crashed with 300 people on it, let's talk about them and their families.
Right.
Then I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think that rule is gonna fuck the game up. You know. Go
Not at
ahead.
all. You gotta you think about it. They gotta think about their advertisers too. If people are watching the game and some real horrific things are happening, even if it's just one thing, but it's horrific, and there's a big outcry from the fans about, well, y'all got to do something about this. There's gonna be a
Mhm.
knee-jerk reaction every time
They
because if
have
they
to.
don't do something, yeah, because if the fans stop watching, then advertisers gonna stop advertising on it. That's how they lose their money. So they got to make changes every now and then to calm people down, but for the most part, it gets enforced when it first gets put in place. It gets enforced real strict for the first season or so, and then after that, they kind of loosen up. And you have time, you forget the damn rules there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you forget after a while. You watch the game for so long, and all the shit
Mhm.
just seems regular.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just regular. Like say it's just you just like you said, a knee jerk reaction. You know, everybody
Hmm.
like, oh no, don't do that. You know, and then like say 3 months later, it's same shit, different day. You
Yep.
know.
Yeah,
Yep. Like I thought they outlined. That's why it'd be so much confusion, and you're sitting there with your partners, and something happened on the field, and all y'all got different opinions about what happened because they don't enforce it, like they're supposed to every time. And
yeah.
so you'll have folks who be like, I didn't even realize that rule was a thing, or I forgot about that rule, or I didn't know that rule was still in place. A group of 5 people, you'll get that many different opinions because they don't enforce it all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna be just like how they do with fucking pass interference. They gonna have to go back and look and see if it was and all that shit.
Yep.
You know.
Anything to make the game longer for more advertising dollars. Trust me.
Well, and that
Yeah.
is true about the longer game for more advertising dollars, but they're shortening the game at the same time. It's like they shortening it, but lengthening it. What they need to do is have an extensive training for these guys to look at those monitors and be able to react to what they're watching on the monitors faster. Because it takes them down there 3 minutes to look at that monitor. I done seen this shit at home on the replay, like he was in, he was out. That was passing. Like, what takes them so fucking long? I think they feel like the longer they take, not the smarter they look, but if you take a long time, it makes it seem like you really tried hard. Like this, to me, that's
Put some
stupid.
thought into it.
Yeah, let's see this shit fast. Make a call, boom, boom, boom. Let's get back to the fucking game. And please, please, let's stop singing the fucking national anthem at every fucking sporting event. Save that shit for special games in the playoff and the World Series and the championship and the Super Bowl. It don't have to be sung at every fucking ballpark in America. That's
It really don't.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it
It
really don't.
really is.
Yeah, I don't get it either, man. But it's just like, it's one of them things. I'm just used to it now. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
If I go to a game, I know it's coming.
I have an idea. How about they have that shit playing if they want to do it while people are walking into the stadium? And by the time it's time to be seated, it's like, let's play ball. It's time to go. Like, anybody want to sit there and do all that shit once you get in there and stand up? It's just a lot. It's a lot. Presenting the color guard. Maybe I don't give a shit about the country like I should because I'm black and I don't even know why I don't like the country. But I don't understand. We openly know what the national anthem says, so why are we still singing it? And then black people protested all the time, right? We protested shit at the national anthem, but guess what? When they call your fucking name to come sing that shit, you put fucking Wizard of Oz, Dorothy Hills on, nigga, and you get your ass there.
Mm-hmm.
Black people still singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm not saying for them not to take that opportunity and make that money or to get on whatever stage, but we know what that song says and we still participate in it.
It wasn't written for us at all.
Not only was it not written for us, it was written against us.
Oh yeah. It 100% was all for catching runaway slaves and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So they had to take the lyrics out to make it suitable for listeners.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Absolutely.
man.
Yeah.
That's
I don't do.
wild.
I don't sing the national anthem, and I don't do the Pledge of Allegiance. It's just stupid.
I don't do them.
It's stupid. I went to my son's. They had a thing at school for him one day, and I had to go up there. And they did this thing over the intercom where everybody had to stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance. I stood up just to keep from making waves, and being that one kid's parent who's weird. But I didn't say a single word. I just sat there. I'm like, okay,
I was finna say, Jay, please don't tell me you was that nigga. Don't
Yeah.
please don't.
No.
Yeah, not at the kids function. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. At least stand up.
I stood up.
Hey,
Yeah, I stood
I
up.
was gonna say, please don't tell me you was that nigga, boy. I said, oh my
I
god.
was mad. I was mad. Don't get me wrong. 'Cause I thought it was fucking stupid. But I still stood up. I didn't want to be that weird dude, but I still stood up. But I just didn't say anything. I just kind of stood up and looked around. But
Yeah, Yeah.
Thank you.
Because I often say, because dude, that's even though I don't like that shit either, but when they play it, I'm gonna stand up because I don't want to be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell you what, the minute I sit down and everybody standing up, they gonna thought it rained just on me. I'll be
Just on you.
soaking wet with sweat.
Yeah.
All that goddamn attention, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Boy, they gonna put all eyes on you, buddy.
Yeah. I'm talking about
Like I
shit
said,
just raining wet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I stand
I
up.
didn't want to draw the wrong attention, so yeah, I stood.
I stand up and I put my hands in front of me or the back, and I just stand there. Like when it's prayer
Yeah.
time, I stand and I just, kind of gaze over into the openness, wherever the openness is. Or when it's time to put your hand out over your chest and all, I just stand there. I give them respect by standing and being still. If I have on a cap, I remove my cap. I do all that shit. That's just out of respect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really participate in all that shit, man.
Yeah.
And I really think it's really seriously time to consider it not having to be at every single game. The local somebody does not have to sing the national anthem every game, bro. Like, let's get the game started. It's okay to just get the game started.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point where we start to say our grace before we eat Skittles. Like, you say your grace when you say your grace when you about to eat dinner. If you even say your grace, I'm not a gracer either. But if you say your grace, say it when you about to eat your food. Not when you open a bag of chips. I don't think you should say grace over a bag of chips. But I guess some people do. I don't know.
Hey, can I tell y'all something? It's so ingrained in me where I have done that.
Can't help it. Yeah,
I have done that. I have been eating chips and say Jesus Wept. I have done that. I have done that. It's just so ingrained in me. Well, I'm sitting up there. I done did chips like that. I done did pickles like that. I done did
me too.
Man, it's just in me. It's just like before you put something in your mouth, you say Jesus Wept. Now I don't say Jesus Wept before I eat no edible. I don't say that.
Yeah.
But shit, everything else, because I know them drugs. So I don't be like, I ain't supposed to do that shit no way. But goddamn it, if it's anything called eating, Jesus Wept. Hell, it's just I can't help it.
Yeah, I mean, I've done the same thing. To the point to where it's been so ingrained in me. My parents made me and my brother say our prayers each night growing up, and I said them things on up until basically I said them every night until I deconverted. When I was like 30ish, and a few months ago I was laying in the bed. I was high as hell, but still, I was laying in the bed about to go to sleep. And out of nowhere, I said my prayers. I still remember every single word. It just came out of nowhere. I just said my prayers. But yeah, so that's just to a point of how it's ingrained in you. Even me as an atheist all these years, every now and then a prayer sneaks out. And I'm like, where'd that come from?
So what makes you say it? What make you just say your prayers out the blue? Was you saying them to see if you could still recite them, or were you saying them because you kind of felt like in the back of your mind you could use a prayer right?
When it started, I think I was just being goofy because they popped up in my brain for the first time in a long time. And I started saying it, not even thinking I would be able to remember it. But as I was saying it, I was like, holy shit, I remember every word. I'm talking about I hadn't said these prayers in I know 15-ish years, but I still remember every single word. So I just went ahead and spit it out. And then I just started laughing hysterically, like, holy shit, I still remember that. That is crazy. So, it's in me. I'll probably never forget those words, no matter how much I don't say it.
Man, I pray every night. The only way I don't pray is if I done got fucked up and passed out. That's the only way. That's the only way. Yeah, that's the only way. If I done got fucked up and passed out, that's the only way I don't pray. But I every morning I would say, "Thank you, Lord, for waking me up." I said, "That's in me." I just do it every morning. As I'm walking to my truck or whatever, it just come out. That's what it is, But shit, I pray every night. Like I said, unless I got fucked up and shit. Hell, because I don't even remember closing my eyes at that point.
Yeah.
I had them nights. Yep.
Up until I was about 13, or maybe I'm gonna give or take 16, because there's always gonna be somebody out there that's gonna remember something. And if you on air saying anything, a motherfucker can't wait to prove you wrong. So between 13 and 16 is when I gave it all. Like, I used to pray my ass off. I would pray before I eat any guy. I was a pray before I ate anything person, just want to give the Lord some goddamn thanks. But after a while, I just didn't understand the whole system no more. I just didn't get it. Yeah. So I just gave it all up. And like Jay, by the time we met each other, we was having battles from both sides of the fence. I was already off the boat, and you were still defending the ship.
And the funny thing is, you were already off the boat. I was already off the boat too. I just didn't know it. I was having so much trouble still calling myself a Christian, but I was holding on because I thought
Holding
that's what I
on.
had to do. That's what I had to do, even though it never really took me, but I still tried because I thought that's what I had to do. But you were definitely one of the people that kind of helped me be okay with it. But yeah, a lot of those times when we were arguing, I was arguing for argument's sake because I thought that's what I had to do.
Yeah, and I think we discussed that a few times.
Let me ask y'all something. What made y'all lose y'all faith? Something happened?
Nothing happened. Nothing with me happened. I was young. I grew up in Church of Christ. I don't know what people know about Church of Christ, but Church of Christ don't have instruments. You know, it's like a monotone church, and everywhere it's like Church of Christ. Church of Christ is like McDonald's, nigga. You know how you got a Baptist church? You know how you got a Baptist church over here? You know how you got a Pentecostal, all them different churches? Church of Christ is going to be in every town. At least 2 Church of Christ going to be in every town. Like they are the Walmart of churches. Everything's the same everywhere. Like you can fall into any Church of Christ all over America and feel like you at the house. So
that nigga said y'all monotone, so y'all just be in there.
yeah, everybody saying the song together, you know. And just like you say, Jay, you know how people come to the altar. We would all line up around the church, like when it's time to go sin and do your repentance. And I still remember it's I sin and repent in the name of Jesus. Wait, I thought I remember this shit. Wait, I have sinned and repented. And something in the righteous. Maybe I don't remember. But anyway, one day I just said this shit. Like you said, I said out the blue. I was like, damn, I still remember that shit. I had said this shit since I was like 11 or 12 years old. But anywho, but yeah, man. So as far as the faith thing goes, when I got about 16, I remember deciding to ask my mom, like, so mom, you know, if Church of Christ is only in North America, which when I was about 13, I remember asking them something, her and my aunt, something similar, but it wasn't like this. But I asked them when I got a little older. So if Church of Christ is only in North America, and Church of Christ members are only the Church of Christ members, which they believe that's the only congregation that's going to heaven, period. If they're only in North America, I said, so every other country, all the other hundreds of countries, and the people that live in America that's not Church of Christ, I say, are we the only people going to heaven? And it was like one of those answers that wasn't an answer from a parent that kind of like, you going too far now, you doing too much. Mm-hmm. And I just backed off. I backed off from even asking. I didn't want to know no more. I just was like, I don't understand. You know, I think when I was young, I asked them, I said, so how is grandmama going to heaven as well? And they didn't answer that question either. So, you know, my grandmother was Baptist, and that was their mom, of course. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is everybody doing the shit except us? You know?
So mine was similar to that. I had same thing about asking questions because, like, I remember being young and asking somebody about Noah's Ark. Because in my mind, even that young, I felt like the story was an allegory. Like it wasn't true, but it was like they wanted you to get a message from it. And I went to somebody and I asked them a question in that vein, and they were like, "No, this really happened."
Yeah.
And even back then, I was in my mind, I'm like, it's impossible though. There's no way that can be true. And so I was around 7 or 8 at that time. And so over the years, just my parents being pastors, I had to hear it every day. And every time I would hear some of these stories, they just started sounding more and more fantastical to me. And so the internet is really, I always said religion won't survive the internet. The internet is what was really instrumental to me deconverting, is because I wasn't getting the answers I needed from other people, from people I knew. And so I went to the internet looking for answers, not to become an atheist, but to shore up, my Christianity, because I was having problems like believing it. So I needed to find answers. And in trying to find those answers, I stumbled upon this on YouTube. I stumbled upon this group called the Atheist Experience. And I started watching their videos to prove them wrong, not to see if they were right. I wanted to prove them wrong and see what atheists were actually saying. And in watching those videos, man, I started realizing I didn't have a good argument for anything they were saying. And, doing my own research, and it started to sound a whole lot more like how I've been feeling, like a lot of it just wasn't true. And the dominoes started falling then. So yeah, it's the internet really, really helped push me away from all that.
So I got a question to ask you. Mm-hmm. Because when we met and we was battling, I call it battling. It's like our turn to going at it,
Yeah.
So I'm not I don't think I would call myself an atheist. I don't know what an atheist really is. But I'm gonna ask you the question, but I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
What made you become an atheist, and why do you consider yourself an atheist? But What I don't understand is if you don't believe in Jesus or God or whatever the whole thing is, I don't even know. If you don't believe in that stuff, is atheism where you believe in Satan? And if so, how could you get yourself to believe in that as well? Because I look at the devil, Jesus, God, and Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny in the same group. They're the same people.
I'm actually glad you asked that question. Because if there's even just one person that listens to what I'm saying right now and kind of it helps them understand where a lot of atheists come from, then I'm happy to be able to share this right now.
Explain what atheism is before you even start.
Absolutely. So let me answer your question with the question right off the top. Do you, Troy? Do you believe in God? Do you believe there is a God?
I don't believe there is. No, nor do I believe. I don't know if it is or not. I just don't choose to believe in any of it.
So you know that makes you an atheist, right? You are an atheist whether you claim the title or not.
Explain what that is first.
I'm about to. Okay, so the atheist just means without God. Theist. Theist is God. Means without. So an atheist just means you're without. I mean, theism is belief in God, and theism means without a belief in God. So if you don't believe in a God, you are an atheist. That doesn't mean you say there isn't a God. That's a completely different thing. That's an anti-theist. But just as an atheist, you don't believe in a God. Then you just said, I don't know if there's one. We're in the same boat. That makes you an agnostic atheist. So people try to make it seem like agnostic and atheist are the same thing. They're not. You can be an agnostic atheist. You can be a Gnostic atheist. You can be an agnostic theist or a Gnostic theist. Theism or atheism deals with belief. Gnosticism believes with knowledge, meaning you know. So somebody like my brother would say, I know there's a God. So he is a Gnostic theist, meaning he to him, in his mind, he knows there's a God. I don't know if there's a God, but I don't believe there is. So I am an agnostic atheist, meaning I don't know if there's a God. There's the knowledge part with Gnosticism, but I don't believe there's one. There's the belief part, which is theism. So I'm an agnostic atheist, and you just admitted that you are as well, whether you use the label or not. That's what we would call you in the atheist community or in the theism community.
Okay, pause real quick.
Yeah.
Pause real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, is this by dictionary term, or is this by like how you go to
scholarly terms?
These are scholarly terms in the Webster, and this is not just because the atheists got together and made these terms together. These are actual dictionary terms.
Completely opposite, actually. A lot of those terms were coined and used by actual theists. A lot of the early biblical scholars were actually theists and still are. But yeah, Gnosticism and theism are scientific terms. Agnostic and atheist are scientific terms. They just describe your stance or your perspective. So I don't believe there is a God, but I have no way of knowing if there is one. So I am an agnostic atheist. That's the best way I can explain it.
Mm.
And no, to answer your other question, I don't believe there is a Satan. I don't believe in anything supernatural because nobody has demonstrated to me that the supernatural is even possible. So people talk about it all the time, but literally nobody has ever demonstrated that the supernatural is even a possible thing. So I have no way of knowing whether there's a Satan or God or Easter Bunny to say that. But no, I don't believe in Satan either. But here's the funny thing. I am a Satanist. So I don't believe there is a real Satan as in the Bible, but I am a Satanist, meaning I still have the same view and perspective of the 7 tenets from Satanism. The 7 tenets are what make up Satanism. Satanists don't even believe in an actual Satan. They just model their lives after the 7 tenets of Satanism. So when I say I'm an agnostic atheist who also is a Satanist, that's what I mean. The 7 tenets are all about. Helping people, helping yourself, and looking out for the best in others and mind your own business, basically. And I feel like everybody should live that way, whether you claim to be a Satanist or not. So
wait a minute, Jay. Wait a minute. That's the same rules in the Bible. Do unto others, you had them do unto you.
Oh no, hold on. Let me get this, and I'll read the seven tenets.
It sounds like it's just worded different.
Right,
Okay, well,
that's the same shit,
okay.
Man.
All right, hold on.
My thing is this: why is it called? Okay, let me look up what Satanism is.
I'm about to read it to you. I have it right here. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I have it. This is my Satan card, but it has the seven tenets on the back of it. I'm about to read them to you. All right. So the first tenet, one should strive to act with compassion and empathy toward all creatures in accordance with reason. That's the first tenet. This is number two. The struggle for justice is an ongoing and necessary pursuit that should prevail over laws and institutions. That's part two. Number three, one's body is inviolable, subject to one's own will alone. I 100% agree with that. Number four, the freedoms of others should be respected, including the freedom to offend. To willfully and unjustly encroach upon the freedom of another is to forego one's own. I stand with that. Number five, and let me turn this light on because that's why I'm struggling because I can't see this thing. Turn the light on. There we go. All right. Number five, belief should conform to one's best scientific understanding of the world. One should take care never to distort scientific facts to fit one's beliefs. I agree with that. Number six, people are fallible. If one makes a mistake, one should do one's best to rectify it and resolve any harm that might have been caused. I agree with that. And the last one, number seven, every tenet is a guiding principle designed to inspire nobility in action and thought. The spirit of compassion and wisdom and justice should always prevail over the written or spoken word. So those are the seven tenets, and that's basically how I model my life. Like if you model your life after those, you stay out of people's business, you help those in need, and you protect yourself and the ones you love. That's literally all it comes down to.
That's what Christians do.
That's what Christians say they do. The Ten Commandments are very.
I'll give you that. That's what they say they do. You're right. That's what they say they do. But most people who Christians, you just mind your business and stay out the way.
That's
so I don't know. I don't know why the devil got to.
No, see, Christianity is they're trying to force laws on people. They're trying to make women have babies if they don't want to have a baby. They're taking away contraception, which gives away choice to not just women but men and women. They're doing a lot of things. They're trying to make it to where gay people can't be married or are not even recognized as citizens. Christians are doing their best to get into other people's lives, not the opposite.
Okay. Yeah. So let me ask you this question. When you think of the word Satan, what do you think of in just a couple of words? Just describe it briefly. What is Satan?
Okay. So according to the original Hebrew, where Satan is from, the word Shaitan is from, Satan was actually on God's council. He was a member of Elohim's council. He was called the tester of men, or the adversary of the tester of men. But he was not an enemy of God. He was basically the person who interceded on behalf of the humans, which is why the whole thing with Job happened. Satan didn't kill Job's family. God did, because Satan gave God a bet, saying, "Hey, you think that this man loves you just out of love for you, but you give him everything. If you took away everything he had, that's the real test to see if he truly loves you." And so, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Real quick, I'm sorry. So what I want to hear from you in 2024, what does Jason, when you hear the word Satan, what do you think of? Realistically,
when I think of Satan, mischaracterized.
So the other 95% of the world, when they hear the word Satan, what do they think of?
I can't speak for them, but I know Christianity, they use him as an evil spirit or whatever.
Okay, because and I'm not trying to knock nothing down, because I don't believe in either. I don't really agree with when you leave Christianity, you go to something like Satanism. Like I don't believe
that's what I don't understand.
It's not a requirement. It's not a requirement.
It's not a requirement. Like all I'm saying is I'm speaking for me. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that there's God. I don't believe nothing. I can walk in the church. I just went to the Easter program, see my babies dance and all that. The people that still admire me and they're enamored when they see me. Mm-hmm. I have no problem with it. I don't believe it exists, but I'm not gonna say it don't exist either. But I'm not gonna say that Spider-Man don't exist, but then Venom does. Because I can't see. But anyway, so Satanism, definition by Webster, by Oxford, a materialistic system of belief based on a personal freedom that has Satan as the central figure. So the word, the definition of Satanism, they humanizes Satan, a central figure. They humanize him or something, or they centralize him in your life. A Satanist is a person who worships Satan. So both of those definitions of a Satanist and Satanism centralizes Satan as not just a way of living or a way of being. They centralize the word almost like how people have put a face on God or Jesus. So to me, going from one extreme of one side of the rainbow to the next is like you still on the rainbow. In my opinion, you still on the rainbow.
If you view it through the lens that you just outlined, yes, but I don't view it through that lens. So yeah, I 100% agree with everything you said about leaving a religion only to replace it with another one. I 100% agree with you. That's not what I've done. I have no religious affiliations whatsoever. When I call myself a Satanist, it's more of a philosophical point of view. Those 7 tenets that I read to you, those are philosophical standpoints that stand on their own feet, whether they have the label of Satanist or not. You should stay out of other people's business unless you're trying to help them. A, you should protect the ones that you love. You should protect yourself. B, and you should strive to respect others and look for a logical solution in pretty much everything, and not look outside of science and logic for solutions, because that's how you subjugate people. So that has nothing to do with religion. I don't believe that there is an actual being out there named Satan who wrote these tenets down and now I'm following them.
And I understand that. I understand that. But the problem I have with it is that the dictionary term, which everybody lives by in life, like I was asking, does the actual organization of Satanists have their own dictionary? Because the one I'm looking at says a Satanist is a person who worships Satan. And I know you don't look at it that way. But when you define something, all you can do is define it and like take it like quote unquote by face value, by its word, you know, and that's his word. So I don't think I could ever become a Satanist or practice Satanism, because the actual word, the definition itself, takes me right back to religion. Like,
okay, so there are 2 different organizations that are at the mainstream of modern day Satanism. You have the Church of Satan, which is more like LaVeyan Satanism from the 60s and 60s with Anton LaVey, you know, all the Satan worship and the spectacle of it. That's them. The Satanic Temple is the one that I espouse to, because it has nothing to do with the actual Satan. It has everything to do with respecting people and respecting yourself. That's all they care about. The reason why they use Satan as a figurehead is because of how he's misrepresented in the Bible. They use him because he's a controversial figure who's completely misrepresented in the Bible, completely misrepresented by Christians, 100%. And so that's why they use him as a figurehead. It has nothing to do with the actual deity of Satan in the Bible.
I totally get that.
Wait a minute, I got a question.
Go for it.
Now, you believe that. You believe that, what you just said, you believe all that. So how can you believe that and not believe the other? You said he's misrepresented in the Bible because you're speaking of him as though he exists, right? So you believe that, the character.
Yeah, to me, he's a character like in a book like Harry Potter. That's how I view it.
Okay, and I got one more question. So you have your those 7 laws. So what's wrong with the 10 Commandments?
Well, for one of them is don't see the baby a goat in its mother's milk. That has no practical application to anything going on today. A lot of those 10 Commandments are just useless. I mean, yeah, it may be nice to say don't covet a man's wife, but that's not something you should kill somebody over, which is what those 10 Commandments initially were. Those were part of the 613 laws that were written to the Jewish people. Of, you know, if you didn't follow all of those laws, you would get stoned to death. So none of the things in the 10 Commandments, outside of maybe murder, and that can be debated, but none of those things are really worthy of death. It makes absolutely no sense. Whereas the 7 tenets of Satanism are all about empowering yourself. There's no judgment from up high if you don't uphold those tenets. Those are just all about making society better and making yourself better. Has nothing to do with some almighty deity. You know, one of the first commandment, you should have no other gods before me. That's stupid. That's a waste of a commandment. But that's the biggest commandment. You don't have anything like that in the satanic tenets, because there is no deity. There's no deity that we care about. All we care about is humans. That's all we have in our eyes. All we have is fellow humans. We have to figure this stuff out together. The easiest way to figure it out together is if we respect each other and respect ourselves. That's
So let me
literally
ask you
what
this.
it's about.
Let me ask you this question in two-parter.
Mhm.
First of all, everybody, this is Jay. You know Jay back on again. This the homie Jay. We didn't got deep into it and forgot to introduce. You know,
Yeah,
of
it's
course,
a
y'all
family
know.
reunion.
Yeah, it's a family reunion. Y'all might know him from Dreidel. Dreidel is all made out of clay. Or one of the classics. Or one of the classics. If you look at my lips, I'm
Epic
momming,
night.
mama. But yeah, man. So what I want to know is, has the Satanist community dislodged Jesus and God, the whole concept, from your brain? Are they not real? Because let me ask it this way. I asked it that way first. If they are not real, are you all taking like the devil as your Spider-Man at your birthday party? Like, is he representing your group as a figurehead, not as the actual person? Because if y'all say y'all actually believe that Satan himself, like saying like himself, he got actually mistreated in the Bible or misrepresented, that would have to mean that y'all believe that he actually exists. And if you say that he exists, then you would have to say that God and Jesus exist, because he would be in their story. So I don't know how I asked that question, but answer it how you feel fit.
Okay. So let me clear something. Let me clear this up first. I didn't automatically align myself with the Satanic Temple when I became an atheist. That came years later, just through studying and stuff like that. So it wasn't an immediate thing. I had already divorced myself of any belief in God, Satan, the devil, Jesus. I 100% know that Jesus was most likely a real figure, a prophet back in the day, but I don't assign any deification to him. But the reason why I align myself with the Satanic Temple is because they exist almost primarily to make sure that other religions, i.e., Christianity, don't force themselves on our lives as humans first, but as Americans second. The Christianity is trying its best to take over this country. Period, hands down. They just are. They want it to be
Yeah,
a
they make movies
nation.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to be a Christo-fascist nation. The Satanic Temple, places like the Satanic Temple are trying to stop that. So when we're supposed to have separation of church and state, if a town wants to put up a nativity scene on the courthouse lawn, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to put religious displays on on a state property, government property. However, if the town is heavily religious, they'll do it anyway and say F the laws. Well, the Satanic Temple, since they are a religious organization, classified as a religious tax exempt organization, they will go to that town and put up their own display right next to the Christian display of Baphomet, the satanic figure, sharing his love and joy to little kids and stuff like that. Completely innocent, but the Christians will freak out and say, "No, you got to take that down." And then the Satanic Temple will be like, "Well, you have yours up," and they're like, "Well, that's different." And they were like, not in the eyes of the law, and so they'll do a lawsuit or whatever, and either get that taken down, or to where the law is changed to where every religion can have a display on the courthouse lawn, not just Christianity. So that's what they're there for. The government's trying to take away women's reproductive rights based off of religion. The Satanic Temple is now able to. They have licensed doctors that can perform abortions, and it's covered under their religion. So when people say, I don't want an abortion doctor in my town because it violates my religious freedoms. Well, now the Church of Satan, the Satanic Temple, they have their own licensed real abortion doctors and a clinic set up that can't be touched by the government because they're religious. That's what they're there to do. They're there to protect everybody's rights when Christianity is trying to take people's rights away. So that's why I align myself with it.
So do you believe that the devil is real and that Jesus is real and that God is
real? No, on all counts, no.
Not all three of them, or just
none of them? I don't believe
none
in
of them are real.
I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in Jesus as a deity. I 100% can accept that he was a prophet, back in the day. But I believe he's dead and buried, and he's not existing anywhere out there in the ether. Same with God. I haven't been presented any evidence thus far in my life that shows me that there is a God.
Last question. Then I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a long time. Not for a long time, but since I saw it. Mm-hmm. If you are in the satanic community, don't believe that any of that's real, why would they take something so serious as a community of people who's pretty much fighting the same fight, just on the opposite side? Now that you've explained it, and the Satan community is not as needy and clingy sounding as the Christian community is. But do y'all? I don't know how I want to say this. So if y'all don't believe in any of it, why would y'all pick something like that out of a story that y'all think is cockamamie shit as something to represent such a serious organization? It could have been called anything. It could have been anything. Why
Could have
did
been
it have
called
to
Care
be?
Bears.
I mean, why did Satan might as well
Have
been
to be that mascot.
it could have been a Marvel character for this math, because we don't believe that Satan exists. So why did y'all take Satan that y'all don't believe exists out of a story that y'all think is cockamamie to use as the mascot to put millions of dollars and so much hard work behind?
Okay, it was strategic. So the main people or groups or communities that the Satanic Temple is against are religious groups that are trying to take away the rights of other people or infringe upon the rights of other people. The serpent in the Garden of Eden at the beginning of the Bible. Now, that's not Satan, but it gets attributed as Satan because that's just what people do. But it's not Satan. It says nowhere in the Bible that was Satan. It just says the serpent. It's literally only referring to a serpent. But since it gets attributed to Satan, they use that as one of the examples. The serpent in the Bible never once lied to Eve or Adam. The only person who lied in Genesis was God. God told them if they eat of the tree, they will surely die. They didn't die. Christians over the years have tried to modify it to where no, he meant a spiritual death, but that's no, that concept didn't exist when that was written. That's something that was added on later. And so the serpent was just trying to open the eyes of Eve and Adam to say, why are you blindly following this character? Why is he so against you having knowledge and wanting to know things and just wanting to learn? Why is he cursing you if you try to learn things? And so you got Christians branding books and burning books and things like that, and encouraging their young people not to go to college, get married as young as possible. Have as many kids when you're 17, 18, get married when you're 17, 18, 19.
Well, all that's speculation, because if somebody's going to say that they've never seen that anywhere, because I mean, that's all pretty much speculation. So
speculation. Well, no, wait. What speculation? What I just said?
No, some of it, because I mean, like I said, it don't bother me either way, but I'm just thinking about some people only know one story, and so then their story as well as another story. So,
well, no, it's 100% true that the Christians in our government are doing everything they can to fight religion. They're not paying the teachers. They're shutting down school programs.
I believe it.
Taking away. They don't want people educated for a reason. The more educated, statistically proven that the more educated you are, the less likely you are to cling to religion. And so they don't want people educated. It's the same thing that was going on in the Bible. Those people didn't want people to get educated. They only wanted the priest educated. That way the priest could spin whatever narrative they wanted. Satan was like, well, why don't they want you to learn? Why are they threatening you on pain of death if you try to seek knowledge? So that's what the Satanic Temple is about. Trying to get the knowledge out there and saying, no, it's okay to learn. The more you learn, even with seminaries, when people come into seminary hoping to be a priest and stuff like that, they tell you in the beginning of seminary, now what you're about to learn, you didn't learn about this in church. None of this is going to be taught to you. And a large percentage of people who come to seminary when they come out the other end, they're no longer religious. So just want you to know going into, you're about to learn some things that could shake your faith. Some people come out just fine. Their faith a little rattled, but they're even stronger than before. But a lot of them are like, oh shit, I've been lied to this whole time. So no, it's 100% true that the people, the religious right who are trying to take over this country, nay, the world, they don't want people to get educated. Trump said it. He said, I love the uneducated, because the less educated you are, the more susceptible you are, the more gullible you are, and the more you'll accept pretty much anything anybody says. So no, that's not hearsay or speculation.
I can believe
that's
that.
just 100% true.
Tim, you got something?
Yeah. Okay. Two things for me. Like Jake said, what made y'all pick the devil? I know y'all all about self. Why not call yourself Paps? People about people. What made you want to pick Satan? You could have been anything. But and then another thing, everything you talk about when it comes to what you believe in, you go right back to the Bible.
Well, yeah.
So you got to. So that means you believe in something. Yeah. You believe. You believe in something. And the last thing, and we can move on. Just like Christians got them 10 commandments hanging up in their house, you got them 7 laws. So you believe in something, brother.
I believe in respecting myself, and I believe in respecting others. So if you want to equate that with the 10 Commandments, I've already explained how there's a difference, between
I get you, but you say you don't.
That's fine.
Right, but you say you don't believe in nothing. You say you don't believe in nothing?
It's not that I don't believe in that I believe in nothing. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in anything that you can't demonstrate to me, and nobody can demonstrate that there is a supernatural or there's a being out there. So the time to believe it isn't when you tell me it's true. The time to believe it is when you demonstrate it's true, and I do that with anything. Timeshares, if somebody tell me they got the Jordans,
my God!
if somebody tell me they got the Jordans on my size and hit it, I got to go up there right now. No, I want to know who told you that.
I got you.
I'm not just going to blindly believe it, So I'm that way with it. And let me ask you, Tim asked one more question. Tim asked, he asked, why did they choose Satan? They chose Satan because Satan is misrepresented by Christians in the Bible. The Bible very clearly outlines what role Satan had in the Old Testament, which is the original by the Jews. Clearly outlines what role he had. He was not evil. He was a member of God's council, original member of God's council. The story about him getting kicked out of heaven is not true. That is a completely different story about a completely different thing. They conflated the two. So Satan in the Bible was actually on God's team, but he was an advocate for humanity. And so that's why they chose Satan as their figurehead.
JJ, I still don't understand why I take a figurehead from something you don't believe. Hold on. From a story that you don't believe. Why fight so hard about something that you don't believe in the first place? Like you leave a team that you don't believe in to go play for a team you don't believe in, to fight a team that you left that you don't believe in. But anyway, kick a shout out to your podcast. Tell them how when it's coming out, how soon, and then I got something I got to talk about real quick. Go ahead, Jay.
Okay. All right. So there's a project that I'm working on. It's the seed of it is a podcast, but I got some other things that I'm trying to get into the works as well.
You muted.
You muted, Jay. Jay, you muted. You muted.
He going hard too.
Well, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you go.
Now we can. Run it back.
I was getting a call, and so I was trying to ignore it. I didn't know y'all couldn't hear me, though, so I apologize. Okay.
Introduce yourself first. Hold 9 yards.
Okay. My name is Jason. I've been friends with Tim and Troy for years. Me and Tim worked together in a hardware store before all the cell phone stuff, so we've known each other for a long time. Then Troy and I worked together, and then we just had the same circle, so we've known each other for years. So that's who I am, and I will be launching my own little podcast soon. Not gonna give the name out yet. I'll tell you all privately, but I'm not gonna give the name out yet because I feel like I'm a doom it if I put it out there a little too early. But I'll tell you all, when we're not recording what the name and the scope of it is. But more to come soon. But you all will be the first to know. Matter of fact, I'll probably have you all on the first episode. But you all will be the first to know when I'm ready to launch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Sir.
So look, man, we finna pivot, bro. This is what I have a major problem with right now in my life. Have anybody seen the new Allen Iverson statue that they unveiled?
No.
I need you to some kind of way right now Google
look it up.
The Allen Iverson statue, and I'm not gonna say a word till you find it. I want you to give me your first reaction, one word reaction.
All right, let me pull it up.
I'm pulling it up.
Give me your one word. You can't use the obvious word when you see it. It can't be the obvious word. It's got to be another word. One word.
All right.
Statue.
Just remember, it cannot be the obvious word.
Wow, where is this?
Trying to get an image of it.
Okay, I got it. You got a picture of him standing next to it too. Looking like somebody's granddaddy.
I'm going to say the first word for that statue. Inside. That's the most non-obvious word for that. Inside.
It's ugly as I'll get up.
Why is it so little?
Yeah, look like a kid.
Now
the picture of him standing next to it. I mean, that's wow. I mean, it's nice
like a kid.
Statue. It does.
All right, let's go around the room again. Tim, you start first. One word, not the obvious word.
Kid.
Jay?
Small. I just wasn't expecting it to be that little.
I'm going to go with disrespectful.
Okay.
And I'm going to also go with inside. That is an inside statue. That is not an outside statue.
No, it's not.
And I think AI may not deserve a Shaq size statue out front or like a Magic Johnson side. And I'm gonna tell you somebody else statue I think was trash. They fucked Kobe statue up. They made Kobe look thin and inferior on that statue. It did not look right to me. Kobe and AI, Kobe statue and Allen Iverson statue is both so disrespectful, but AI's is absolutely in his mind. Besides that statue right now, he in his mind going, what the fuck is this? I know he's saying that in his head.
Yeah. First of all, he got a grown man face on a little man body.
Yeah. On a little man body.
Yeah, that's some shit you put in the Fourier.
That's a Fourier. Yeah, you could probably fit that in your armoire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Statue. Yeah, he might have well said, "Don't just leave me alone."
He either saying, "What the fuck is this?" or he's saying, "I can't believe these motherfuckers, bro. I can't believe these motherfuckers."
Don't even give me a statue, just like if it's gonna be like that.
I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, I ain't never seen that either.
That statue is about 2 feet tall, bro. I think maybe that's about maybe 3 feet. Maybe.
Man, I don't know. Hell, maybe they'll deface it, knock it over. Shit.
And I hate that we live in a world where he should be able to say, "Hey, bro, I think this is too little." I mean, it'll probably look so disrespectful. He'd have been like, "Man, I think I mean a little more than this little ass statue, bro." But like, let's move this one inside and let's put a real statue on it. The statue could have at least been the height of him at the very minimum.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
You got to think about this though. It ain't like he bought a bunch of championships down there either.
Yeah, but Tim, that ain't it right there though, cuz.
It ain't. I mean, I agree. I mean, he had a hell of a career, but like I say, he wasn't no 4-5 championships he bought. You know what I'm saying? So we can only spend so much.
It looks more like a big trophy than it looks like a small statue.
Yeah, it looks like a big trophy.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Like Thor could probably pick it up as a trophy.
I mean, but you think about it though. Hell, Dan Marino get a statue. It's gonna be about that size.
No. Yeah. I would bet fucking money if they do decide to give Dan Marino a statue, it's gonna be a statue because he meant the same thing for Miami that AI means for Philadelphia. He didn't bring no championships over there, but when you think about Philly, you think about Allen Iverson. You just think about it. You think about Dr. J. You think about Allen Iverson. I don't know, but not that little ass statue. That just don't make no sense. That statue little when I make it big on the screen, it's still little.
Yeah, it's still little. Yeah, it's still little. That's what I did. I blew the picture up and it was still small.
Still small.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had a statue. So yeah, I'm out the loop.
Me too.
That's tiny there.
Now, the only good thing about this statue is that he got some prime real estate. He right by the sidewalk. He right by the entryway. He right by the concrete to go inside.
I wonder, but then they got him carrying too. He got the ball all over his head. The ref about to call us.
Yeah. But that man, that nigga did a bunch of that though in the back in the day. He did a bunch of that.
Oh yeah.
And the Mohead's got his crossover band too. When he took Mike down to the top of the key that time.
Yeah.
That got to go. And remember, they called it. They said it was carrying from then on. He couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. They didn't like that.
Yeah, no.
Because that used to be the playground thing, man. The AI.
Yeah, that's what I say. That was some outside shit.
Hey, he was breaking niggas in the NBA with that shit.
I'm talking about I had him on the floor.
Yep. That little hezzy crossover.
Yeah. Because when he crossed over Mike, I loved that shit. Because I was never a Michael Jordan fan. I was never a MJ fan.
That ushered in a new wave. That ushered the youngsters in. That one thing right there ushered the new wave in. The Mellows, the Stoudemires, all them cats.
Yeah. But yeah, that did something for me. I was like, good. Somebody finally got that nigga.
Yep.
Shit. 100% of the niggas in the hood, they all love Michael Jordan.
I'm a fan of his body of work overall.
Oh, his body of work is amazing. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He the best. I give it to him. He the best.
The more I learn about him as a human being, though, he is just a horrible person.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah, he is a terrible, terrible person. But I don't begrudge him that. He is. I'm gonna be honest with you. He has earned the right to be an asshole. I hate that he's an asshole, but it's fucking Michael Jordan. What you gonna say to the man? You know what I'm saying?
Man, but Jay, the crazy thing is that nigga been like that all his life.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It goes to show, is that what you have to do to become Michael Jordan? does it take that type of dedication, that type of solitude, and assholeness to become Michael Jordan? Because if you don't,
Yes.
you're not gonna be Michael Jordan.
He does.
Kobe was an asshole too.
Yeah,
Kobe was an
asshole.
asshole too.
He was an asshole.
Kevin Garnett, asshole.
Yeah. Shit, fucking Larry Bird was a fucking
big
asshole.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
big time.
One of the best trash talkers in
Asshole.
NBA history.
Yeah, Larry Bird. Like shit, man. Yeah, it take that, but they got that no nonsense attitude. But like you said, we talking about the greats.
Yeah. Larry Legend would get straight up offended if you put a white boy on him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He felt disrespected if you didn't have a black guy guarding him.
yeah. Like shit. That's what it take. The greats, man. They were some dicks.
Yeah, 100%. So, like I said, I don't begrudge him that. I wouldn't want to go have a beer with the man, but
No.
from a distance, I admire Mike. But from a long distance.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the motherfuckers was hell, but shit, you could get on that court, because it really wasn't many cool guys,
Mhm.
It wasn't many of them. They was all just like, because after fans meet him, they be like, he was an asshole.
Yep.
They were like, he was very rude. I think when it came to the good guys, Shaq was probably one of the first ones.
Yeah. And he remains good. Yeah, he's still a good guy.
He used to walk around kissing babies and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought the nigga was running for Senate. I ain't know what he was doing. Shit, like this is shit. God damn, is this nigga on the voting trail?
Mm-hmm. Shaq ended up being a real cool guy. Chuck ended up being a real nice guy. It's the ones you think are assholes actually end up being nice guys.
He be nice guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I'm glad y'all asked me them questions, man. Hopefully you at least halfway understand where I come from.
I'm gonna tell you something, Jay. I understand, but I don't. But you, my brother, I love you.
Let me end that section like this. I don't talk about, care, or pursue anything about the Satanic Temple on a daily basis. I only brought it up with y'all because, we were having this conversation, but it never comes up in daily conversation. Nobody who knows me would even, unless you know me, you wouldn't even know that's something I'm affiliated with. Because it's not
yeah, because I don't want you to be out there like them vegans. They gotta let everybody know they're vegan. Yeah, you walk around telling everybody you would say this. It's like, nigga, you just as bad as a fucking vegan.
You might well be a Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, you might well.
You gotta let everybody know you can't even sit down and have a beer unless you talking about goddamn eating meat.
You might be a Muslim and sell some goddamn some cars on South the road.
Hey.
Bean pies.
Yeah.
Every time you get a chance, you slide a lesson in every time you get a second.
Nah. Like I said, I only brought it up to y'all because we were having a conversation. But other than that, I don't. It's just something that I align myself and my perspective on life with those 7 tenets. So yeah, it's not something that anybody would ever hear about outside of if they ask me about it. So,
but just know though. If it ever got to that point, you in the group where we're gonna be like, Jay, not the fucking night. This is not tonight with it. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
I would never have a reason to bring that up.
Put that shit on the coat rack.
Yeah.
Nah, never. One of the reasons I left religion because I hate when people talk about religion.
Religion don't really come up to you fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, you in the South, right? And you work a retail job in the South. Them folks bring it up.
You gonna get it, but you just gotta, because like I said, I'm a Christian, but talking to other Christians and shit, I nip it in the bud. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Christian and I can't stand talking to other people that call themselves a Christian and that's all they talk about. I'm like, hey man, I'm just trying to go about my day. I don't need you quoting scriptures at me. It's 9:30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like that. I guess you could call me a worldly Christian. I guess, but because I don't want to hear all that. Sometimes I'm just
in the same way. Yeah.
I'm just chilling. I'm with you. I understand what you're saying, but just leave me alone with that right now.
Yeah.
Man. Can't do it.
But yeah. So Jay, it was good having you on tonight, brother.
Man, this was awesome, man. Y'all gotta have me on again. I'll talk to you all, off the record and let you know what I got cooking. But once I get it up and running, I would love to have you guys on. Absolutely.
Man, all you gotta do, I'm just a phone call away.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
And see, I'm gonna come to your crib and ask some more questions. I got a lot more questions I want to ask.
Man, I'm right across town, bro.
Basically the same question. Just we're gonna ask the same question a lot of different ways to keep, getting the same answer. But I just want to know exactly what I want to know. But we ain't gonna just bore the podcasters with all that though. But
hey man, you let me know what day. You let me know what day you going to. Goddamn it, I'm coming.
We gonna do it.
That's right. And
you let me know what day. Goddamn it, I'm coming.
I ain't had my mind right tonight because I ain't been on in a while, and I wanted to be clear headed. But when y'all come over, I'm gonna be there.
What you need to do, Jay, is when we do come over there, just record it anyway. When you do decide, you just record that conversation.
Absolutely, I'm all for recording all of our conversations going forward because we always say some wild shit. So,
but all right,
it's
fellas,
just
man.
a good idea. Yeah, man.
Go ahead and
thank you so much for having me on. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
No problem, bro.
Good luck in all y'all endeavors, and we'll talk.
Bet that up.
All right, so Chris, I said good night, man.
All right.
Be cool.
All right, peace out, homies. All right, bye.
Yep.
That concludes this episode of The Wormhole. Join us next time to see what shit goes in the hole and comes out the other side gold.